today we are doing something I'm very excited to do. This is the unboxing video for the next wave of Marvel Legends, which are based off of the original X-Men movie, which is an interesting thing to say because I think it's the first time I've said original X-Men and not had it be vintage or comics or the 90s cartoon or anything else. This is the movie. The first one we have is Wolverine. The other one is the Professor X and Magneto 2-pack. For so long, the movie iterations of a lot of these characters haven't really had great figures, if figures at all, which I think is very strange because if I got into comics and Marvels through the 90s cartoon shows, the Spider-Man, the X-Men, those are the teams that I wanted, the uniforms I want, the stuff to be invoked. That's where this pursuit started for me. I have to assume that now at 31, there are people who feel the way I felt about those cartoons that feel about these movies. So here we go. We're out of the packaging, which is super fun. A lot of different hands. Man, the wheelchair just falls right out. It is not supported by any plastic or anything. That's what you just saw, which I think is a big kind of flaw. The wheelchair, I will say, feels really weak. I feel like I could just crush it in my hand. Ooh, even when I did that, it popped a little bit. So that's actually kind of right away sort of a bummer. I mean, you know, it's a $50 2-pack, $60 2-pack. You'd think that one of the most prominent accessories would feel a little bit better than like an original brittle Happy Meal toy. But here we are. The wheels don't move. They're locked. That, I know I was just talking about something else, but that really sideswiped me a little bit. That craftsmanship. And, you know, there's some assembly on this too, right? We've got these like decal wheels, like we're going to ship out to go find gold on the west kind of looking wheels. And it doesn't look like there's buried in that plastic is the connecting piece for it. So that's not even mentioned anywhere. You know, I said how it's kind of bare bones on this thing, right? Like there's just nothing. I thought it would fold out or something. There's nothing about having to put something together. All right, so you pop it all in. God, I feel like I'm going to shatter this thing. Yeah, they kind of spin, but you know, it doesn't give a lot of berth for it to like come off on the spoke. You can kind of see there. I feel like I could pick this up and they'll just tumble. I'm really disappointed that doesn't roll at all. I mean, yeah. All right, this I do dig. The coloring is good. He's very dark. You know, those first X-Men movies were very dark in their suits and everything, and it didn't bother me at all when I was younger, but now I kind of want a little bit more color in my superhero movies, but I like having that figure done well. I will say, in an age of super shredder cloth capes and even other Legends and Star Wars figures getting cloth, I don't know why this is hard plastic. This feels like a Kenner Batman cape that would have clipped onto the back. I'm not really going to mess around with these hands too much, but so here we go. The default one on there. I don't think it looks too much like McAvoy. Really, it just looks like a young bald dude. I guess that's what McAvoy looks like. The helmeted Fassbender one, you know, he's got that expression that I feel like Fassbender had in all these movies where he was just irritated because he never really got to be a villain in those movies. He was always pulled into being a hero. That's why he's so mad. That's why I was mad. And here he is normal. This looks better, but I still am just kind of like, yeah, it's a middle-aged white dude. The Sir Patrick Stewart one looks way, way better. That is what a Patrick Stewart head looks like. So then we've got the helmeted one of Sir Ian, and it's okay. He's just stuck in there. I wish I could pop him out, which, ooh. So that's funny. I don't know if I can really pop him out of there, but I can bend up his mask. I don't really want to mess around with it too much in case you like, I'm supposed to, but let's see if I can. So then, you know, really easy to pop off. And now I gotta say, he doesn't, it feels more like this is Fassbender's look in the movie on the body. So kind of having his head on there is a little distorted. The Patrick Stewart, though, becomes Patrick Stewart. Then you sit him down in his very brittle wheelchair because I guess that's just how we're doing it. Like, he's not even really supported well in this wheelchair either. I feel like he's gonna slip out at any point. You know, there's no real way to secure him on. It's like he's on a slide. So I gotta say, if you're a big fan of the movies, this is probably the best you're gonna get. But whoop. But otherwise, I think there's better X-Men figures out there. So that's Xavier and Magneto, the Wolverine. Way better, I will say, than the other two. So his default head again just looks like a guy screaming. He's got really bad teeth. I don't know if that's a paint mess up. Can you see it? Can you see the bad teeth? Look how bad his teeth look. They're awful. Same deal though. The default head, whatever. That looks like Hugh Jackman, which is awesome. I'm really glad to kind of memorialize, I think, these figures in this movie in a way, because as I said, I don't think these original 20th Century Fox movies get that much love. And now that that studio is gone, I think the more we can get, the better. There he is, all complete, by the way. Yeah, it's a good figure. This one I like a lot more. Farm Boy, the jeans have really nice detail. The coat is like a one-to-one of what his coat was. You know, good articulation, very Marvel Legends articulation-y. Good weight. This is the best of the three. That's it.